What's up, all y'all out there? Welcome back to another episode of The Sully Show. Thanks for tuning in. Before we get started on our review today, just take a quick look at this new sign I made. I hope y'all can read it. It's this side over here is don't recommend. This side over here is the recommend side. So if I try a whiskey and I like it, I'll stick it over there on the recommend side. If I try it and I don't like it, I'll stick it over there on the don't recommend side. So throughout the lifetime of the series here and the lifetime of the videos, you'll be able to kind of keep track of what I like and don't like. And you might see one over there that you're like, hey, I've been wanting to try that. And if it's up there, I've done a video on it. So if you see one you like up there and you think you might want to try it, there's a video out there. So go check it out. Now, the whiskey of the day is... We came back from the other side of the pond. We did the Proper 12 the other day. So we came back. We're back into the United States in the great state of Tennessee at the Jack Daniel's Distillery doing some Gentleman Jack today. So if you don't know the difference between Gentleman Jack and regular Jack, you are not alone. I didn't either until about 10 minutes ago when I went ahead and Googled it. But I'll save you a little bit of time on the Google. And basically, Gentleman Jack is Jack Daniel's. That's a bit more of a gentleman. It's a bit nicer, a bit classier. It's more refined. But on a serious note, the main difference in Gentleman Jack and Jack Daniel's is Jack Daniel's is filtered once between being distilled and going into the bottle, right? Where Gentleman Jack is what they call double mellowed. So basically, they take it from the still, filter it, it goes into the barrel, and they filter it out of the barrel and into the bottle. So regular Jack is just filtered once in that process. Gentleman Jack is filtered twice, which is also known as double mellowed. So it means it's normally a little bit more roasty and toasty. So, you got to look out for those, not only those roasty notes, but you got to look out for those toasty notes with it being double mellowed. But that's the main difference there. We're going to see if it tastes any different. Right here. Go ahead and pour it up in our cup. Neat. Y'all know how it goes. Try it neat. Try it on ice. See what we like better. Either way, we drink. This does come in at 40% alcohol or 80 proof and roughly $35 for a 750. So I honestly kind of thought it was more expensive because I only bought the little guy, so I didn't see 750 prices. But I honestly kind of thought it would be more expensive because I know it's like a higher line of Jack Daniel's. But at $35 for a 750, not terrible pricing, assuming it's good whiskey. If it tastes bad, it's obviously a bad price. But let's jump right into the smell before the taste. You always got to smell. Get those aromas, the aromaspheres. So I kind of smell a little bit of wood in there. I think this is like the first whiskey I've really been able to smell a flavor in, other than like the peach. Obviously I can smell peach. But as far as like, baseline whiskey, frou-frou flavorings, this is probably the first whiskey I've really been able to detect a good smell other than just whiskey smell. So it seems to have a little bit of wood smell in there, but I'm still learning, so I could be wrong. I don't know, but I think there's wood in there. Let's taste it and see if we can detect those roasty and toasty notes. Honestly, you kind of can. I don't know what I would describe roasty as tasting like, or toasty, really. I kind of feel like they could use those interchangeably. But on the back of my palate, I do get a charred, like roasted wood or toasted wood flavor. I'm actually quite impressed. I don't know about the overall flavor. I expect it to be different. I still don't know if I'd say I'm impressed with the overall flavor yet. It's going to take a couple more sips. But I definitely detect some roasty and toastiness in the back of my palate there. So it's actually not bad at all. There's a lot of flavor packed into, one sip. The bite is a little more than I enjoy, but nothing overpowering. I don't feel it in my nose. I don't feel it all the way down to my stomach. It's just, it's a little strong, but nothing too bad. If you drink whiskey a lot, you're probably going to think, it's not bad at all. I'm sure once we put ice in it, it'll cut that down just enough that you'll be able to bring out a few more flavors and not have that overpowering bite. Let me try one more sip and eat though. It is pretty good. You definitely, the main flavor is almost like a sweet type of wood. Like it's almost like a cherry wood or something like that. Like it's woody, but there's a little bit of something in it that makes it like a sweet wood. If that makes any sense. I'm pretty sure it's aged in oak. I'm pretty sure it's aged in oak, and I don't know if the oak's really a sweet wood. But you know, maybe they put a little other wood in there for flavoring or something like that. I don't know. I'm not an expert. But it's definitely very good overall. It can be drinking neat. It's my highly sought after, very valuable opinion that, you know, it's pretty valuable. So anyway, we'll go and get some ice real quick, get this sitting there, let it cool down, let that ice do its magic, and we'll be right back to see if those roasted and toasted notes will come out more, if they'll be cooled to less roasty and less toasty. There's only one way to find out, and it's right here on the Sully Show. So we'll be right back with y'all. We are back with our ice on there. Let it work its magic for a little bit. We're gonna give it a taste, see if it tastes any better, any worse, same. I don't know. It has interesting flavors to it. I really can't quite put my finger or tongue on it. I don't know what the expression is exactly. I think it's both actually. I can't quite put my tongue on it. I don't know. Anyway, so with that ice on there, kind of like I said, well, like I guessed, it cut down that bite enough that you get it, but the flavors are able to come through a lot better than without the ice. Now those flavors that are coming through are what's tripping me up. It's, I don't know, you could almost say like a leather taste in there maybe. Kind of like a wood and a leather kind of taste in there. Would almost be my best way of describing it. I'm still learning how to describe whiskey and all that, and know like the different notes and what they're called, and you know what makes a whiskey taste a certain way. So I know when I feel that taste, that's what makes it. So I'm still learning, still on that process, on that curve. But I would say kind of like a leathery, woody taste in there would be my best way of describing this to y'all. Overall, it will have to go on the recommend list. It's definitely worth it at $35 for a $7.50. Probably not something I would drink every single day. Because it's not my favorite flavor. You know, I'm still more of an Irish whiskey guy. I love Irish whiskeys. They'll always be my go-to. So this is probably something I'd have there for more of like a special occasion kind of deal. You know, want something a little different. This would probably go better with like a cigar if you're a big cigar person. I feel like this and a cigar would go better than Irish whiskey and a cigar. So, you know, some of those like special occasion things. And I mean, at $35 for a $7.50 is not a bad special occasion price and not a bad special occasion bottle. So overall, would recommend y'all try that. Gentleman Jack out. That wraps it up right there for this episode of The Sully Show. I hope you all enjoyed it. If there's anything out there that you are interested in trying and you just are unsure about, drop it in the comments. Let me know what it is. If I can find it and afford it, I will try it for y'all. It don't have to be whiskey. It can be any kind of alcohol, and I will do my best to try it and find it. Other than that, hope y'all enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, leave a comment of anything I can improve, or you know, your thoughts on how this went. And hope y'all have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.